Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video we are going to practice questions on TCS MBA hiring examination. Okay, as we know, numerical ability and aptitude is a major part of this exam. So we will be practicing questions from different topics. So just by practicing questions from one single video, you will get a practice of different concepts and different topics. So make sure to watch the video till complete end so that you don't miss on any of the important topics. Also, by the end of this video I will be having two DIY questions for you. Make sure to attempt those questions so that you get a better practice, and write down the answers of those questions in the comment box. And while solving any of the questions, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I will try to answer all of the 100% comments that I get on this video. Before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, as I regularly post these kinds of helpful videos for all of you. And I'm creating a complete playlist on TCS MBA hiring. I have already uploaded one video in which I have already discussed the complete syllabus and all, okay, related to TCS MBA hiring. Next videos I'm going to upload related to your TCS MBA business aptitude section. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any important stuff. Now, without wasting any time, let's get started with our first question. Let's look at this question. So we have a equation and we need to solve and find out the value of this. Okay, so let's see how we will solve this. To see, what we will do is I will try to simplify the values. So 11 5 by 7, how can we write it as 11 into 7 plus 5, right? So that will be what, 11 into 7 plus 5 will be 77 plus 5, right? So 77 plus 5 is what, 82 divided by 7. Okay, so I'm simplifying the values and then we will solve it quickly. Again, next value, how can we solve it? 14 into 8, that will be 112. 112 plus 3 is 115. Okay, divided by 14. Now we have simplified these values, right? Now let's see what we need to do further. So we need to solve this one now. Okay, let's try to solve this quickly. How can we solve this one now? Okay, so in order to solve this, what I will do is I will do 82 by 7 into 2 and into 2 both in numerator and denominator. Okay, so and minus 115 by 4 here. So when I do this, what I will get is 82 into 2 is 164 divided by 14 minus 115 divided by 14. See, now our new denominator is same, so it will be easy for us to solve, right? So 164 minus 15 is what, 49 by 15, right? 49 by 15 we have got, and one when you solve, sorry, not 49 by 15 but 49 by 14, when you solve this one, you will it will get cut off, okay, by 7, so we will get 7 by 2. So we have simplified this first part. Okay, now let's use the second part and solve it. So we have the second part as 5 by 8 minus 19 by 56. So in order to solve it, again what I will do, I will multiply this one. Okay, that is with 7, 8 multiplied by 7 minus 19 by 56. So 5 multiplied by 7 is what, 35 divided by 56, and here also in the denominator 56 will be there, so I am writing it commonly. Okay, so 35 minus 19 is 16. Okay, then 16 by 56 here we will have. So again we can cut this by 8. So 8 2s are 16 and 8 7s are 7. Okay, so when you will solve it further, you will get this equation. Now I am writing the complete equation here. So this first part, okay, this much is what, 7 by 2, right? And this much is what, 2 by 7, right, multiplied by 2 by 7. Okay, and then we have the remaining part of 0.75. So if you see this, this will be what, 7 by 7 and 2 by 2, this will be 1, right? So what we got it, 1 of 0.75, and off means what, I hope you are aware, off means multiplication. Okay, so 1 into 0.75, so the final answer for this will be 0.75. So see guys, like when I was explaining, this was tough, but when you try to solve on your own, you can do it very quickly. Okay, if you have the good practice of solving question. So the correct answer in this case is going to be option number D, that is 0.75. Let's move on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. So we have this question. What it is asking is, which symbol among the expanded form of acronym BODMAS should replace hash in the given expression? So we have an expression like this. Okay, and here we are given a symbol hash. Now we have to tell whether hash should be a multiplication sign or a division sign, a subtraction sign or a addition sign. Okay, so see guys, in order to solve this question, I would say, like, you don't have to simplify this equation, because simplifying won't help. Okay, understand this one first. So let us consider this one, that this much part, okay, like from here till here, okay, that is this whole part we can say it as some value. Okay, we don't know what value, but we are like right now naming it as some value, and then there is this hashtag, right, and then our value which is 0.09 bar, right, and then -1 is equals to -1. So we have simplified it equation in our for us for our simplicity and written in this way. Okay, now here hash is what? It is a placeholder for some operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. This is given to us in the question, right? Now before we proceed further, let me tell you, 0.9 bar, okay, 0.09 bar, it is like this. How this can be written? This is what usually 0.09 bar is means like this, okay, continue 999, okay. Now if you write it in this fraction way, it will be 1/11, okay. Simply you can do that by removing the decimal, and when you simplify it, it will be this. So we are going to use this fraction value, okay, in our case. So let me write it again. So 1/11 some value hash and equals to -1. Now let's try to find out some value, okay. So it will be what? -1, and then see, we don't know right now that what is the sign here. So let us consider minus, okay, for now. So if you do -1 and this one will be -11 and some value, right? So how much it will come? -1 plus 1/11, right? This one will come here, right? If you see -1 is here, and then this one will go there. So this will be, if you solve it, it will be -11/11 plus 1/11, which is going to be -10/11, okay. Now this means that first part of the expression is what? -10/11, and subtracting. So let's try to put this value now in our equation, okay. -10/11 and -1/11. This will be equals to -1, right? Why so? Because see, -10 -11 will get added, so it will be -11/11, and this is -1. So when we have found out the value of some value to this one, this equation is actually satisfying, which means it is correct, right? So that is why the answer of this case is subtraction only, okay. Because see, we have assumed the value has to be minus, and what is the value of some value that we have got? When we are putting that in the equation, we are getting the actual final equation to be true, right? In the same way, why other options are not the correct one? Let me tell you. See, if addition we have got it, okay, and if we have added, okay, like 1/11 here, instead of minus, if we would have done plus, then it would have become more than -1, okay. The final answer would have become more than -1. So that is why like if it would be like this, so our thing will be what? -9/11, which is not satisfying the equation, right? And in the same case with multiplication or division also, they would also not correctly adjust the value to result in -1. That is why our final conclusion is that the only operation that is making the whole expression equals to -1 is what? Subtraction, okay. So in this way we have to solve this equation. Let's look at this question. So we have the question as the average age of class of 20 students is 15 years. If the age of teacher is included, which is 30 years, what is the new average age? Okay, so see, let's see how can we solve these kinds of problems. First of all, what we need to find is new average age, right? So before that, let's first see what is the total age, okay. So total age can be written as average age, okay, plus multiplied by number of students, okay. So now let's find the total age. So average age that is given to us is what? 15 years. See, the average age of class of 20 students is 15 years. So we will write the value of average age here. Then the number of students is how much? The number of students is 20, right? Now 15 into 20 is 300. So total age we can say is 300 years, okay. One more thing that is given to us is age of the teacher is included, which is 30 years. So teacher's age is what? Teacher's age is 30, okay. So the new total age that we will have is what? New total age. See, our previous total age was 300 years, and in that we will add the age of teacher, which will be 30. So our new total age is 330. Now since we have the new total age, we can find out the new average also. So let's try to find the new average. So for new average, what we can do is new average will be is equals to new total age first of all, okay, and divided by what? Total number of people. Total number of people. This is how we find averages, right? So new total age is what? New total age is 330, And total number of people is how much? See, we were told that in the class of 20 students, previously 20 students are there, but in our new calculation, one more person is added, which is teacher. So we will take the new value as 21 for the total number of students. Okay, when you will divide this, it will come approximately equals to 15.7 years. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be option number B, which is 15.7 years. Hope you understood the logic. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Let's now move on to the next question. Let us look at this question that we have. A company sells 100 widgets in a month. If 20% of the widgets are defective, how many defective widgets did the company sell? So see, this is a basic easy question only, guys. Let's try to solve it. So total widgets is equals to how many that we have? 100, right? And then percentage of defective widgets. So percentage of defective widgets is given to us is 20, right? Which means 20% of the widgets are defective. So we have to find out number of defective widgets, right? So number of defective widgets, which will be how much? 20% of 100, right? We can say, because total is 100 and 20% are defective. So let's try to solve this. 20 by 100 into 100. This will be 20. So 20 widgets are defective ones now. So we have to tell how many defective widgets did the company sell. So see, we have found out the number of widgets which are defective. So the correct answer for this question is company sells 20 defective widgets, which is option number D. Let's look at this question now. Ramesh sold the stock of the company X for 7,200 rupees and incurred a loss of 40%. At what price should he have sold the stock to have gained a profit of 25%? So let us understand the question, what it is asking. It is asking what price Ramesh should have sold the stock. Like, sold the stock means what? Sold the stock means selling price is being asked here, right? So see, we are getting asked the question of selling price, okay? And this is desired selling price, we can say, right? Because they are asking what price should he have sold, right? So desired selling price, we can say, is what? It can be our cost price plus how much percentage they are mentioning. If we would have gained a profit of 25%, right? So how we will calculate is 25% what? Profit, okay? So 25% of profit, we can say. So let's calculate these values first, because you see, we don't have cost price given to us, okay? So our first aim should be to find the cost price. See, so how can we find the cost price? What we are told is Ramesh sold the this in the first line we are told Ramesh sold the stock of the company at 40% loss, right? So what we can write is selling price is equals to cost price multiplied by 1 minus loss percent, okay? Now what is this? See, what he has sold a product at loss, right? So whatever was the cost price, in that he also had the loss out of it. So cost price minus loss, we can say, okay? So let's try to solve it. Let's substitute the values here now. So selling price is how much? 7,200, and then cost price we need to find out, and then 1 minus loss percentage. So 1 minus loss percent is how much? 40%. So 40% we can write it as 0.4, right? So now we will solve these values. So cost price is equals to 7,200 divided by 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6, okay? So that we will get it as 12,000, okay? When you solve it, we will get it as 12,000. So we have found out the value of cost price. So guys, I hope you have understood this part. That is why we are doing 1 minus loss percent. Basically, this is the formula only, okay? You can say this is the formula. Whenever we have a loss and we have to find the selling price, we calculate it in this way. That is our cost price and how much of the loss that has happened. So basically, if you understand, see, if your loss has happened, then what you will do, out of total you will deduct that loss amount. That is why we do this 1 minus loss percent, okay? Now let's move forward and find our final answer. So in our final answer, what we have to find out, selling price, right? Which is desired selling price. So desired selling price, what we have thought is, first we will need cost price. So now we have found out the cost price, and then 25% profit. What if we would have 25% profit? So if we would have got 25% profit, then what we would do, 1 plus profit percentage, okay? Because I told you, right, whenever we have selling price, this is the formula only. If we incur a loss, then we do 1 minus loss percent, and if we have a profit, then we do 1 plus profit percent. And why 1? Because we consider that 1 is the total, right? So that is why. So let's substitute the values here. 12,000 plus 1 plus 0.25. Why 0.25? Because it is 25 percentage. So solving this will give us what? 12,000 plus 1.25, okay, which will be equals to 15,000. Hope you have got the answer. So the correct answer in this case is option D, which is 15,000. Okay, moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. So in this question we are told a person purchased 15 pumpkins, each of 20 rupees. 2 pumpkins were rotten, hence he disposed them, and remaining was sold at 25 rupees. Find the rate of loss or profit. Okay, so we are asked, first of all we have to check whether he got loss or profit, or and then whatever he has, if he has profit, then we have to calculate the profit percent. If he got loss, then we have to calculate the loss percent, and we have different options as profit percentage and loss percentage. So we have to find out. So you know, half of our work will be done if we figure out if he got loss or profit, because you know, then only like rest of the 2 other options will get eliminated. For example, if he got profit, then the loss options will get eliminated, right? So let's consider that for now. If we have to find profit percentage, okay, profit percentage, what is the formula for that? So for profit percentage, the formula is profit divided by total cost. Okay, total cost multiplied by 100. Now for that we need total cost first of all, right? So let's try to calculate the total cost. See, what we are told is total cost is equals to, what we are told is he bought 15 pumpkins, right, at 20 rupees each. So what we can do, 15 into 20, this will give us how much? 300, right? So this is his total cost at which he has bought the pumpkins, okay, at 300 rupees. Or you can also say total cost is nothing but cost price also, okay. Now see, we have got the total cost, right, which is 300. Now we need to check whether he has got profit or loss, right? So for that what we will do is we will determine how many pumpkins he has sold and what rate, okay, so which is called a selling price, right? So see, it was told that 2 pumpkins out of the total was rotten, so which means how many he sold? 13 he sold. And at what rate he sold? He sold them at 25 rate, right, which is 25 rupees. So his selling price that he has got is 13 into 25. When you will multiply 13 and 25, you will get 325 rupees. So see, he bought it at 300 and he sold it at 325. So clearly we have a profit, right? Because the selling price is greater than cost price. So that is why the profit in our case would be 325 minus 300, which is going to be 25. So he got a profit of 25 rupees. Okay, now since we have the profit value, so see, I already told you, right, once half of our work will be done once we find out the profit or loss, right? So we have found out that it is a profit, so we have eliminated the loss percentage values, right? Now we have to find out the profit percentage. So if I'll put the profit percentage value, profit value here, and then if I'll solve it, what we get? These 0 will get cancelled out, and then we will have 25 by 3, and then this is the percentage, right? So let's see if we have that option. Yes, we do have first option as this one, which is 25 by 3 percentage profit he has got. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option number A. Okay, hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. In this question we are given that if a company sells a bike with a mark price of 78,000 and gives a discount of 5% on 60,000 and 3% on the remaining amount. Okay, so basically the total amount is divided into 2 parts and different percentage of discount is given on every part. Okay, then we are asked, then the actual price charged by the company for a bike is how much? Okay, like after selling, what is the actual price? We have to find out that one. So see, we'll note down some data first of all, okay, before solving this question. So see, we are given marked price value. So marked price given is 78,000. Okay, 78,000. What is the next value that is given to us? First portion value is also given to us. So first portion is how much? It is 60,000, right? 60,000. Yes. So remaining portion it is not given, but we can find out remaining portion will be how much. It will be obviously total minus the first portion. So 78,000 minus 60,000. Okay, so I will write 78k minus 60k. That will be how much? 18k, right? So 18,000 is our remaining portion. Now what we need to do is we need to calculate the discounted values. Okay, so I will tell as discount 1. Okay, discount 1 means what? Discount on the first portion. Okay, discount on the first portion. So how much discount we have given on the first portion? 5%. Okay, so discount on the first portion will be 5% of 60,000. So 5% we can write it as 5 by 100 divided by 60,000, which will be equals to what? 3,000. Okay, so if you cut this and this, you will get 3,000 as the discount 1. Then what is the discount on second portion? So discount 2 is equals to, we are told 3% discount we have given. So 3% of second portion value, which is 18,000. So this zeros will get cut off, and then we will have the value as 540. Okay, so the discount on second portion is this much, which is 540, and the first portion we have found out 3,000. So let's say total discount is how much? Total discount is discount 1 plus discount 2, which is in our case 18k plus no, discount is not 18k, actually discount is 3,000. Let me clarify it. Discount is 3k plus 540. Okay, so 3k plus 540 is how much? 540, right? So this is our total discount. Now we can easily find out. So what we were asked is, what is the actual price charged by the company? So the actual price can be what? Actual price will be marked price minus discount, right? So marked price is 78,000, it was given to us. 78,000 minus 3,540. Once you will subtract this, you will get the answer as 74,460, which is option A in our case. Correct answer for this question is option A. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question that we have. In this question, we are told that if there are 63 liters of milk in a drum with milk to water ratio as 7:9, what is the quantity of water in this mixture? Okay, let's see how to solve these types of questions. First of all, what we are given is a ratio. Okay, 7:9. Now in that you have to understand 7 is what? Milk, and 9 is what? Water. Okay. Now what we are told is, for example, let's consider that we have a ratio. Okay, this is not the actual quantity, so we can mention 7 as 7x and 9 as 9x. Okay, basically x is the liter. So how many liters of milk will be there, right? So that is why we have considered 7x and 9x. Now we are also told one thing, that there is total 63 liters of milk. So what we can write? 7x equals to 63 we can write, because there should be some amount which should be multiplied with 7, which is equals to 63. That is because the total is 63, that is already given to us in the question. So with this equation we can find out the value of x, right? And once we will have the value of x, we will use that to find out water. So see, we have found out the value of x to be 9. So now we are asked the quantity of water. So quantity of water ratio we already have, 9x we can write. So 9 into 9, that is going to be 81 liter. Okay, so the answer is going to be option number C, which is 81 liter. Okay, hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the question. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. And guys, if you are watching this video and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so, because it takes a lot of hard work to create such content for all of you. Okay, let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. A recipe for a smoothie calls for 1 cup of strawberries for every 2 cups of milk. If you want to make a smoothie using 4 cups of strawberries, then how many cups of milk should you use? So guys, see, first you have to understand what is question based upon. So see, it is told 1 cup of strawberries for every 2 cups of milk, which means this is a ratio based question. Okay, so let's find out what is the ratio. So see, ratio is strawberry I will mark it as S, and milk I will mark it as M. So strawberry is to M is what? 1 strawberry, 1 cup of strawberry with 2 cup of milk. So we can write this as the ratio. Now we are asked a new thing, that is, if you want to make a smoothie of 4 cups of strawberries, then how many cups of milk should you use? So see, in this one we will just simply substitute strawberries to be 4, and then milk we have to find out. So M we will keep it as it is, and then we will solve it. So M will go up, and then it will 4 and 2 will multiply. So we will get 4 into 2 as 8. Okay, so the correct answer in this case would be option number 8. That is 8 cups of milk we need to use in order to calculate the smoothie. So hope you understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's have a look at this question. A person invested rupees 25,800 for 1 by 2, 1 and 2 by 5 years and 13 4 by 7% rate of simple interest. Then what is the total amount received by the person? So see, if you will notice this question carefully, this is a question based on simple interest. Okay, simple interest. So let's solve this question now. What is asked to us is, what is the total amount received by the person? So before solving question further, let us see what we have to find out. So total amount is how much? Principal amount, okay, principal or invested amount plus principal amount plus our interest. Okay, this is the formula for total amount. Now let us see what are the things that we have. We have few things. Okay, let's note that. So principal amount is 25,800. Okay, then we have T, time, which is 1 2 by 5 years. Okay, then we have this is what? Rate. Okay, this is rate 13 4 by 7%. We now see principal amount we already have given to us, right? That is P. Now we have to find the interest. Now the formula for simple interest is PRT by 100. Okay, if you are not aware, you should know this formula. You should be aware about this formula. Okay, so PRT divided by 100. Now let us substitute the values. Okay, before we substitute the values, the simplified values I will write. Okay, because these are fractional, right? So simple fractions of this will be 5 1 2 by 5 will be what? 5 ones are 5 and plus 2 7 by 5. Okay, in the same way, the simplified value of 13 4 by 5 will be 13 into 7 plus 4. Okay, which will be around 95 by 7. Okay, so 95 by 7, you can calculate it simply. We have done nothing. 13 multiplied by 7 plus 4 we have done, divided by 7. In this way we have simplified the fraction so that we can easily calculate our answer. Let's now find the interest value. So I will put 25,800 here, right? Then multiplied by R value, which is 95 by 7 here, then multiplied by time value, which is 7 by 5. Okay, and whole divided by 100, right? So see, 7 will cut by 7 and 5 ones are 5 and 4 will remain, so it will be 19. So we have the equation as 25,800 multiplied by 19. This will equals to what? 49,200. Okay, so I'm not directly showing you the calculations to save some time here, and then we will divide this by 100. Okay, now when you solve this one, you will get what? 4902. Okay, because these zeros will get cancelled with these zeros. So this is the interest value that we have got. Now we can substitute all the values in our actual formula that we have to find out the total amount. So total amount is what? Principal amount. So our principal amount that is already given to us in the question, which is 25,800 plus interest value, which we have found out, 4902. When you will add this up, what you will get? The total value as 3702. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be option number D, which is 3702. So the correct answer is option number D. Moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question now. The ratio of compound interest occurred for 2 years and the simple interest occurred for 1 year on the same amount at R% per annum is 2.21. What is the value of R? See guys, it sounds like a very complicated statement, so we will solve it step by step. Okay, basically what is the main question that is asked to us is we need to find the value of R. Okay, and we are given few things like, you know, compound interest, simple interest. So before solving this question, you should know the formulas, okay, of everything. Otherwise you can't solve this question, it will be very complicated. See, I'll write the formulas before we start. So compound interest formula is P plus P into 1 plus R upon 100 square minus P. Okay, where P is the principal, R is the rate. Okay, so this is basically our formula for compound interest, and then I will also write the formula for simple interest also. Simple interest is equals to PRT divided by 100. Okay, where P is the principal, R is rate, and T is time. Okay, now having these formulas, we will start solving things. Okay, so see, in the question what is given to us is compound interest occur for 2 years, which means compound interest for 2 years Okay, for this we will write down the formula now. So compound interest for 2 years will be how much? Okay, here it is not actually square, it is n. Okay, after substituting it will be square. So p into 1 plus r divided by 100, and then I will substitute the time n value, that is 2 years here. So it will be square minus p. Okay, this is the first thing that we have. Now what we will do is we will start simplifying this one only to reach our, or to find out our r value. Okay, see, so this can be written as how? This same equation, if we simplify it further, we can write something like this. Okay, p I will take common out of both. Okay, because see, p is here also in the first part and in the second part also. So what I have taken is, I have taken p as the common. So 1 plus r divided by 100 square minus 1. Okay, this is what we have got. Now let's simplify it further. This is what? A plus b square. So you should know the formula for a plus b square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, let us do that. So a square is 1, 1 square is 1, and 2ab, which is 2r divided by 100, and b square, which is r square divided by 100, right? And then we have this minus 1 that will stay as it is. Now in this one, what you will notice is 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled, or it will be 0. So remaining is this much. Okay, now let's see what we have. So at this point we have reached, I'm writing this in the simplified form. So we will have p, that is 2r divided by 100 plus r square divided by 10,000. Okay, so this much thing we have it now. Okay, this is what compound interest for 2 years. We have written this. Okay, now according to the problem we are given something. Okay, like the ratio of compound interest and the simple interest. Okay, like basically we are told the ratio of two things, that is compound interest and simple interest, is what? 2.21. So we will use these things now. So compound interest ratio for 2 years and simple interest for 1 year. Okay, so that is why I am writing CI2 and SI1, because time for compound interest is 2 and time for simple interest is 1. So is equals to what? 2.21. This is already given to us. From that only we have taken these things, and now we will start solving these things. Okay, because we have to reach somehow to one point where we get the value of r. Okay, so see, now what I will do is compound interest for 2 years, we have got this value, right? Just now we have solved. So let me write this one now first. So p 2r divided by 100 plus r square divided by 10,000. Okay, so just now we have found out this value. So I have written that, divided by simple interest for 1 year. So you know, I have already told you the formula for simple interest in the top, that is PRT by 100, and T value is 1. So we will just use that. That is P into R into T. So this R is same R only. Okay, so which is rate. So I will write it as a small r only. PR into time is 1 divided by 100. We have substituted the values. This is equals to what? 2.21, right? According to our equation. Let's simplify the equations further. So see, now if you simplify it further, you will notice few things, that p is coming here also and on the top also. So this will get cancelled out, right? So we have to simplify, right? We want to reach at such position so that our like final r only will remain, so that we can easily solve the equations, right? So now what we are left with is 2r divided by 100 plus r square divided by 10,000, and in the bottom we have r divided by 100 and 2.21. Now we need to simplify it further. So for that, what I will do is, now I will multiply 10,000 in the numerator and denominator both. Why so? Because see, we need to get rid of fractions, right, in order to simplify the equations. So what I am doing is 2r divided by 100 plus r square divided by 10,000. I am writing 10k for now, and this will be multiplied with 10,000. Okay, and the below value will also be multiplied with 10,000. Okay, so 10,000. So see, this 2 zeros will get cancelled with these 2 zeros, and on the other side of the equals to 2.21 is still here. Okay, so let's now see how we can further solve it. See here, 2r divided by 100 multiplied by 10,000. Okay, I'm taking 10,000 and multiplying it individually with both the values, plus r square divided by 10k multiplied by 10k divided by what we got is 100r, right? So see, these 2 zeros will get cancelled with these 2 zeros. 10k will totally get cancelled with 10k. We will have 2.21 here, and then now what will be our new equation? Okay, so we have to see that. So our new equation will be something like like what I will do now is I will take r common out of both, okay, so that it will be easy for us, because see, r is in this first part also before the plus, and it is after the plus also. So r I am taking common, so what we are left with is 200, okay, because it will be 200 r, and r we have taken out common, and in the second part we will be left with r square. So 1 r is we have taken common out, so 1 will be remaining inside the bracket. So then in the bottom we will have 100 r, and here we will have 2.21. Okay, simplifying it further, this r can cancel with this r. So now what we are remaining with is 200 plus r. This side we will have 2.21, and this 100 we will send there. Okay, so this 2.21 into 100 will become 221, and here we will have r, and this 200 we will send that side. So in this way, the final answer for r that we got is 21. Okay, let's see the options that we have. So the correct option for this one will be option number A, because option A is what, 21. So the correct answer is 21, which is option number A. Hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts at any point, you can ask in the comment section. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. The question that we have is the ratio between the speeds of two train is given as 3:5. Okay, and we are told that if this second train runs 300 km in 4 hours, the speed of the first train is. See, basically we are given the correct data for second train, and we are given the ratios of two train. Okay, so based on that we have to find the speed of the first train. Let's see how we can solve this question. First of all, before solving, if you are not aware, the formula for speed is distance upon time. Okay, distance divided by time. Let's now see what we can substitute. Okay, so let's first calculate the speed of second train, because we are already given all the values for second train. Okay, so I'll calculate speed. I'll say speed 2. Okay, this means speed of second train. So distance covered by second train is how much? 300 kilometer. So that's why I've taken 300 kilometer. And then time covered by second train is how much? It is 4 hours. Okay, so I will take 4 here. 4 hours. Okay, so when we cancel it, it will become 75. Okay, which is kilometer per hour. So we have found out the speed of second train. Now see, what is the ratio that is given to us? Ratio that is given to us is 3:5. Okay, so what we can say is speed of first train, we can write it as, speed of first train we can write it as 3x, and in the same way speed of second train we can write it as 5x. Okay, so this much we have noted down. Now see, the speed of second train we already have, right? So we can say 5x is equals to 75. Okay, and with this we can find out the value of x, which will be 5 ones are 5, and 2, which is 3. Okay, 2 will go there, sorry, not 3, which is 5 5s are 25. So the x value will be what? 15. Right, now what we can do is we can use this x value to find the speed of first train. Right, so the speed of first train, what we have assumed, 3x. So what we will do, 3 into 15. Okay, which is going to give us what? 45. So 45 kilometer per hour is our speed of first train. Let's see if we have that option. Option B is the correct option in this case. Okay, which is 45. So correct answer for this question is going to be option number B. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. So we have this question as 4 women and 3 men can do a piece of work in 20 days, while 2 women and 4 men can do the same piece of work in 30 days. How much time will be taken by 7 women and 9 men to do the same piece of work? So guys, if you notice carefully, we are given two equations. Okay, first one is 4 and 3 men, 4 women and 3 men, and second equation is 2 men and 4 men. And then we are asked one more question based on that one equation. Okay, so see, let's read the question first, what it is asking. So in the last part, it is asking us how much time will be taken by 7 women and 9 men to do the same piece of work. So it is asking time. Okay, so let's write it in this way. Time taken will be how much total work, okay, divided by combined rate of work of how much? 7 women and 9 men. Okay, so this is like, we can say, a kind of formula or something we have to find out. So see, before solving anything, let's write down the equations that we are given in the question. So initially, okay, I will denote W for women, okay, and I will use M for men. Okay, just to let you know. So because writing again women and men is a bit tougher, right? So see, based on this first equation, that is 4 women and 3 men can do a piece of work in 20 days, we can write this equation, okay? That is total work done, total work is equals to 4 women into 3, sorry, not into, it will be plus 3 men, and how many days? 20, right? This is equation 1 we have found out, right? In the same way, equation 2, what it is saying is, again we will like, so according to equation 1 I am writing, and then this is total work according to equation 2. Equation 2 says 2 women and 4 men can do a piece of work in 30 days. So we have got this equation number 2. Okay, so this is like we have found out from the question only which is given to us. Now let's see what we can do. See, these both, the total work will be same, right? If these many people does it or this many people does it, so total work is same. So what we can write is these two equations are equal, we can say it in one way. Okay, so 20 into 4w plus 3m, this is the first equation, is equals to 30 into 2 women plus 4 men. Okay, now we will solve this equation to have a, like, value of w and m. So that is wm relation we have to find out, or ratio you can say we have to find out. So let's see. I am solving this one. So 80w plus 60m is going to be 60w plus 120m. Okay, and then this m will go there, so it will be 120m minus 60m. So 60m will remain here, and then this w will go here. So 80w minus 60w, it is going to be 20w. Okay, so now if you finally solve it by cutting and all, so w is what? W is 60 by 20 m, which is going to be 3. So we have found out this value, that is w is equals to 3m. Now we will use this thing. Okay, so where we can use this, let's again take this first equation only, okay, which is this one, okay, 20 into this one. So what I will do, I will substitute the value in terms of m. So 4w is how much? 4w is 3m. So I can write as 4 into 3m, right, plus 3m multiplied by 20, right? This can be written as how? 4 into 3 is 12m plus 3m into 20. 20 is multiplied to the whole. Okay, so 15m into 20. 15m into 20 is what? 300m. So we can say the total work is how much? 300m, because see, we in our formula we need total work, right? So here I will write 300m is the total work. Now we will form one more equation based on the last option, like last detail that are given to us, 7 women and 9 men, right? So the combined rate also we need. So combined rate, how can we write it? Combined rate will be equals to 7 women plus 9 men, right? So again I will substitute the value of w in terms of 3m. So 7 into 3m plus 9m. Okay, so which is going to be equals to 7 3s are 21m plus 9m. Okay, this is going to be how much? 90, sorry, not 90 but 30m. So now we also got the combined rate also, so 30m. So now if you will solve it, you will get how much? 10. So 10m is going to be the correct answer, which means 10 days. Okay, so m to m will get cancelled actually, so 10 will be our answer. So the correct answer for this question is going to be 10 days. So option D is 10 days. Hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Let's now move on to the next question. So guys, before we move on to the next question, if you are new to my channel and haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, because it takes a lot of hard work to create these kinds of helpful videos for all of you at totally free of cost, because I've seen a lot of this type of content is like everywhere available, but it is paid. But I'm trying to provide you free for all of you. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, so that it gives me motivation to keep on bringing such more free content for all of you in future also. Let's now move on to our next question. We have this question. Let's look at this question. So guys, the question that is given to us is, below is the given frequency distribution of weights of a group of 81 students of a class in a school. Find the model class. See, let's see what is the data that is given to us. We have weights in kilograms. and we have the range of weights, okay, like 30 to 34 kilograms, there are 5 students in this range. Then 35 to 39 kilograms, there is 10 students. Then 40 to 44, we have 16 students. 45 to 49, we have 18 students. 50 to 54, we have 20. 55 to 59, we have 4. 60 to 64, we have 8. So basically what is asked to us is find the model class. See guys, this is the easiest question, but if you are not aware of how to find out the model class, then you cannot secure marks in, because this is like, there are some questions which are very easy to score marks. So this is one such question, but you should know the thing that how to find the model class. Okay. So for that purpose, that is, you don't forget in future, I'll write it. What is a model class? Okay. So see, model class is nothing but it is the class interval. Okay. Model class is the class interval with the highest frequency. Okay. If you remember this, then any question on model class, you can do it easily. So model class is what? It is the class interval with the highest frequency. Now see, frequency is what? Frequency is the number of students in our case, right? So let's see which is the highest frequency, which means highest number is 20. So in this one, it's range, okay, or its interval we have to take. So the answer for this one is going to be 50 to 54, right? Because model class is what? It is the class with the highest frequency. So we have first of all found out which is the largest value, or corresponding to that we have given that interval. The correct answer in this case is going to be option number D, which is 50 to 54. Hope you have understood the explanation. Let's move on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. So we have the question as calculate range and its coefficient of A's monthly earning for a year. So see, we are asked two things, that is age, range and coefficient of A's monthly earnings for a year. Let's see what is the data that is given to us. We have months, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up to 8, and then monthly earning is in hundreds. Okay, this 0 zeros means it is in hundreds. So this is like what? This is 11,000. Okay, you have to consider that because 2 zeros will also be there. Then in the same way, we have all this data also. So see, for range and coefficient of range, we have formulas. Okay, with that, if you remember, you can easily find it out. So let's see. So how to find range is max value minus minimum value. Okay, range is nothing, right? What is range? In a particular range, whatever is the maximum value minus the minimum value, that is simply called as range, right? So in our case, maximum earning we need to find. Okay, maximum earning is how much? Maximum earning is 180, right? Which means, as I told you, it is like it is in 100, right? So you have to add 2 zeros also, because this is done to confuse students. Okay, because they will solve it in a hurry and they will forget to add these 2 zeros, and they will solve based on the value 180 only. Okay, that is why it is very important to read and keep your mind like calm. Now next thing that we will find is minimum earning. Okay, so minimum earning is how much? Let's see, in this one the minimum earning is this one, so we will write that one also here, 110, and then adding 2 zeros here. So range is going to be the subtraction of both of these, that is 18k minus 11k, which is going to be how much? 7k, that is 7,000. So one answer we have got. Okay, so see, one answer you have got. So out of that also you can say this can be eliminated, because here the range is 70 to 100, here also it is 70 to 100. Now we are left with two options, okay, A and C. So now let's see how to find the coefficient of A. Okay, so coefficient of range, again we have formula. So for that you have to remember this thing. Coefficient of range, what you can do is max value minus minimum value divided by max value plus minimum value. Okay, hope you understood the how to find the coefficient. So maximum value that we have already, we have seen 18k, right? Minimum value we have already seen 11k. In the same way, at the bottom also we will write the same thing, 18k plus 11k. Okay, so 18k minus 11k is how much? 7,000, and 18k plus 11k is 29,000. Okay, so 7 by 29, if you will solve it, you will get it as 0.2414. Okay, so it's 0.2414. Okay, so see, we have range as 7,000 and coefficient as 0.2414, which is option number A. That is why the correct answer in this case is option A. And guys, in these types of questions you will get this similar pattern only. Okay, so don't worry, if you have the practice of solving this question and if you remember it, then in exam also you can solve it, because now you know, right? After solving this question you know how to find the range and what is the formula for finding the coefficient. So any question that will be given to us, you can easily find out, and basically the level of question will also be same. Okay, it will not be very tough question that will be asked to you. Okay, let's now move on to the next question. So let's now look at this question. The mean of 150 items is 45 and their standard deviation is 3.5. Find the sum and sum of squares of all the observations. So we are basically asked two things and we are given three data. So let's see how can we solve this question. Basically guys, the main aim for me to solve these questions is to tell you the formulas, because you know, if you don't know the formulas for this question you cannot solve it. Okay, so let's see. Basically what we will do is, first of all we will note down the data which is given to us. So mean that is told to us is what? 45. Okay, mean is given as 45. Next, what is given to us is standard deviation. Standard deviation value, if you'll read the question, it is given to us is 3.5. So we have noted that also. Next value that is given to is number. Okay, that is the number of items. Okay, which is 150. So it is 150. So we have noted all these three things. That is mean of 150 items, which is the number, and the mean value is 45, and the standard deviation value is 3.5. Now, based on this value, first of all, we will find out the sum. So how can we find out sum? Sum will be equals to what? Number of items multiplied by mean. Okay. So let's, so guys, you have to remember this thing only. Okay, that is the most important. Then if you remember this thing, then you can easily solve the question. Let's put the values here. 150 into mean value is 45. So this is going to solve up to 6750. So see, after getting first value also, you can, you know, eliminate rest two options. The first option cannot be the answer because it has the value 6250. Second option can be an answer because it has the value 6750. Third cannot be the answer because it has 6250, but fourth can be the answer. Now we need to find second value, and based on that we will decide what is the final answer. So now we have to find sum of squares. Okay, so sum of squares. Let's see what is the formula for this. For sum of squares, we have number of items multiplied by squares of what? Squares of standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation square plus mean square. Okay, so this is the formula that we have to use for finding the sum of squares. So let's substitute the values. Number is 150, standard deviation is 3.5 square, right? And then mean value is what? 45, the square of this. Okay, now solving it further, this will give us 150, 3.5 square, you can multiply, it is going to be 12.25, and then 45 square, it is going to be 2025. Okay, this is 45 and this is the bracket actually. Okay, so 2025 is going to be this one. Now if we will solve it further, this is going to add up to 2037.25, and then we have 150 here. When we will multiply both of them, we will get the answer as 305,587.5. Okay, so see, now we have the values of sum and we have standard this sum of squares, which is option number D, I think, right? So these are the matching options. So that is why the correct answer for this question is going to be option D. Let's now move on to the next question. Okay, so guys, let's look at this question now. The question is, the below table gives the data of 5 banks and the number of persons taking personal loans over the years. So see, we have this data that is from year 1991 to 1994, and we have the data of number of people taking loan from the bank. Okay, so in year 1991 we have 26,000 in the A, right? And then from bank A, then from bank B it was 30,000. In this way we have all this data. Now based on this data we are asked few questions that we have to answer. Let's read the question now that we have. Which bank recorded the least number of people taking personal loans from 1991 to 1994? So guys, understand what is the range that is given to us is like complete range only. Okay, now out of this we have to tell that which of the banks have least number of people from which they have they have taken the loan. Okay, so how we can find out that? See, we have to find all the loans of number of peoples from all the banks. Okay, like we have to sum all these values. Then we will get the number of people from 1991 to 1994 who has taken the loan from this bank. In this way, for B bank, C bank, D bank and E bank we have to do. So if you will sum all of these, you will get for the first bank, which is bank number A, you will get 1, 2, 4, 0, 0 and 0. Okay, this is the first value. So I'll write all the submissions here so that it will be easy for you to read. So for bank A, it is going to be this value. Okay, for bank B, once you will sum, you will find out 1, 1, 5, 0, 0 and 0. For bank C, the total number is 1, 1, 2, 7, 0, 0. For bank D, it is going to be 1, 1, 4, 6, 0, 0. Okay, and then for bank E, it is going to be 1, 2, 8, 2, 0, 0. Okay, so we have noted down all. Now what is asked is least number of people. So out of this, we have to tell which is the least digit. So see, you have to check is one by one and you will find out that C has the least number of people that has taken the loan from the bank from year 1991 to 1994. That is why the correct answer for this question is going to be option number B, that is bank C. Hope you have understood it. Question was easy, but it's just that you have to focus and you have to do a bit of calculation. Otherwise, your answer can come wrong. Okay. Let's move on to the second question of the same based on this data only, we have one more question. So let's read that out. So see, we have this same question. Okay, based on the same data, we have to find out. The question is the percentage of total number of people taking loans from bank B when compared to the total number of people taking loans from all the banks in the above years is what? See, basically we have to find percentage based on the data that is asked. Okay, so what we have to do is in this case, so see, what is told is percentage of total number of people taking loans from bank B. So for that we will need the total number of people who has taken loan from bank B. So bank B total number of people we have already counted on the top right. Let's see what it was. It is 115,000. So let's note that first. Okay, so 115,000. Now in order to find the percentage, what we will do is, what it is told is total number of people taking loan from bank B divided by total, grand total, okay, which is like for all the banks. Okay, and this will be multiplied with what? This will be multiplied with 100, which will give us the final answer. So let's substitute the value. We have already found out the value for bank B, which is 115 and 000, and grand total is what? Okay, grand total is nothing but the summation of all the people A, B, C, D and whatever it was. I think it was still E. Okay, so whatever the values that we have found on the top, you have to sum all those values. Okay, so when you sum all those values, what is the thing that you are going to get? 594500 multiplied with 100. This is going to give us the percentage. So when you finally solve it, this will get cancelled with this, and further when you will solve it, you will get final percentage value as 19.3%. Okay, so the correct answer for this question will be option number B. Okay, so the answer is option number B, that is 19.3%. Hope you have understood it. For any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question that we have. The question is, first of all, what we are told is we have a graph based question. Okay, the provided pie diagram illustrate the percentage distribution of employees across different departments in a company with total of 30% female employees. See, so number of employees in percentage is given, like, okay, we have security department, HR department, account department, right, R&D department, operations, marketing. Okay, so we have these many departments and the percentage of employees is mentioned, and with a total of 30% of employees are females in the organization. That is also, it is told to us. Let's see what is the question that is asked based on this data. The male to female employee ratio in the HR department is 5:4. Given that the HR department has total of 40 female employees, the number of employees in the marketing department is what? See, so guys, we have been given the data of HR department and we are asked to find out the data of marketing department. So see, in order to solve this question, we have to follow in 3 steps. Okay, what 3 steps that we have to follow is, first we have to find, based on the data given to us, we have to see what is the total employees in HR department. Okay, total employees in HR department, we have to see this. Then based on this data, we will find the total employees in the overall company itself. Okay, and using that total count of employees in company, we will get the total employees in marketing department. Okay, this is the solving procedure that we need to follow for this question. Let's see. So let's start with this first one. We have been told that the ratio of HR department is 5:4, right? See. Now it is also told that the male employees, so 5:4 means what? Male we can consider as 5x and female we can consider as 4x. Okay. So now next thing is what? We have also been told the exact amount of females. So what we can write? 4x equals to 40, right? Because 4 was the ratio for females, so we have found the x value in this way, that is going to be 10, right? Now using this x value, what we are going to do? We are going to find out the total HR employees. So we know HR employees are what? 5x plus 4x. Okay, that is the ratio that is given to us in the question. 5x plus 4x is 9x. 9 into 10 is going to be 90, which means HR department has 90 employees in it. Now our first part is done. Total employees in HR we have found. Okay. Now next thing that we will find out is total number of employees in the company. Now if you will read here, the HR has 22.5% of the company. Okay, which means if we write it in this way, 22.5% of total. Okay, or total I am denoting it as n. 22.5% of total employees is what? 90, right? With using this we have to find the value of n now. So 25% I'm going to write it as 25 by, this is not 25 but 22.5 by 100 multiplied by n is going to give us 90. Okay, so this will further be solved to 90 into 100 divided by 22.5, which is going to give us as 400. Okay, so this is going to be the total number of employees in the company. We have found out second point also. Now we will find out the total number of employees in the marketing area. So if you see the marketing part, it is mentioned that total number of employees in the marketing part is how much? 17.5% of the total. So 17.5 of total we have found out 400, right? So now it is solving is very easy. So 17.5 divided by 100 multiplied by 400. Solving this will get cancelled. 17.5 multiplied by 4, we will get the value as 70. Okay, so 70 is the correct answer for this question. That is, marketing has total number of employees as 70. Hope you have understood it. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. So guys, we have solved enough questions now in this video. I hope you found those explanations helpful, and if you did, please share your reviews in the comment section. Okay, so that I will get to know if you're liking these kinds of videos. I will bring more such videos in future. Okay, now is the time when you need to do 2 DIY questions. Now DIY stands for do it yourself. Now the answers of these questions I will not tell you. You need to solve it by yourself. And what you need to do is you need to write down the answers in the comment box. How you will write it? So we are going to have 2 DIY questions. You should have it in this way. Okay, like 1 and 2, and then your option. Like for example, if A is the option and then the option value. Okay, in this way you need to write your answers in the comment box. Let's read the 2 DIY question. This is DIY question number 1. The question is, a shopkeeper gives a 20% discount on a shirt price at 500. What is the final price after the discount? And we have the prices given to us as different options. Like first option is 400 rupees. Then option B is 450. Option C is 480 rupees. And option D is 420 rupees. So you need to find out what is the correct price after discount. Okay, let's move on to DIY question number 2. So this is our DIY question number 2. Okay, let's read this question. If 2000 is invested at a simple interest rate of 5% per annum for 3 years, what will be the total interest earned? And we are given different options. That is 250 rupees, 300 rupees, 350 and 400 rupees. So out of this you have to find out, calculate it and find out the final answer, and let me know the answers in the comment box. Hope you will solve it. If you have came so far in the video, I would request you, please spend like few more minutes and solve these questions and write it down in the comment box, because this is your journey for your learning. Don't consider that the others are commenting, so why should I comment? So be honest with your preparation, I would say. Please comment down. Okay, so that's all for today guys. I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Make sure to join me on Telegram and Instagram as well. You can ask your queries in the Instagram DM as well, and if you need any content, you can request it on our Telegram channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, to receive all the latest regular updates. I regularly post off-campus drives and preparation related videos for placements on my channel. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.